Barty Crouch, Jr.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
From dukes to dancers, we didn't recognize any of them in their Hogwarts robes. Some of our favorite actors were just working as extras only a few years ago. Who went from being a background actor to a Netflix star? What about the Game of Thrones star who briefly appeared in one of the last films? Let's see all the actors who've been under our noses this whole time.
Professor Moody, what are you doing here?
Rescuing you, of course.
Once we saw this, we could never unsee it. How is it that the Bridgerton star was a background actor in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1? We can see his handsome face looking onto the wedding of Bill and Fleur just behind Hermione. Little did he know, it's his romance in Bridgerton that everyone's eyes would be on. Guess he really took the whole "there are no small parts" sentiment seriously.
I assure you, I'm just a regular guy.
Page can also be spotted on screen in the films Sylvie's Love and Mortal Engines.
Keepers need to be quick, agile. I like my chances.
Apparently, there is no part too big or too small for actor Freddie Stroma, who appeared in a small part as Cormac McLaggen, a Gryffindor Quidditch player in the final 2 Harry Potter movies. While he had a bit part in the Hogwarts world, we can't say the same for his other projects like Game of Thrones, Unreal, and Bridgerton. He also managed to steal the show in Pitch Perfect as the radio station manager at Barton U. We often forget about Pansy Parkinson, the Slytherin witch who dated Draco briefly.
What are you waiting for? Someone grab him!
Though, now that we know who played the part, it'll be hard for us to forget. Scarlett Byrne has had all kinds of major roles like Nora Hildegard in The Vampire Diaries and Bronwyn in Marvel's Runaways. As for her dating life, she definitely upgraded from Draco, who mostly ignored her once she married Hugh Hefner's son, Cooper Hefner.
Another 10 points to Gryffindor!
We were very surprised to learn that Luke Youngblood, who's probably best known for playing Magnitude in the show Community, was a young wizard once upon a time in both Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets. The actor, who also played young Simba in the stage production of The Lion King in London, actually had a character name in the films too. Now, it'll be hard to forget the young Gryffindor named Lee Jordan. It's a bit shocking to realize we didn't notice some of the very successful actors that have appeared in Harry Potter.
Hello, Harry. Bill Weasley.
Domhnall Gleeson is definitely at the top of this list. The Irish actor, writer, and director has been nominated for a Tony Award and has appeared in countless TV shows and movies, most notably as General Hux in Star Wars: The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. How did we never know until now that he played Bill Weasley? To add to the surprise, we learned that his famous dad, Brendan Gleeson, also appeared in the same Harry Potter film as Alastor Moody. Apparently, the younger Gleeson wasn't too crazy about the idea of being in a film with his dad, but went along with it anyway.
Mad Eye's dead.
Wait, Catelyn Stark of Game of Thrones was in Harry Potter? While we thought it may have been in one of the earlier films when we didn't quite know her face yet, we were so very wrong. Turns out, actor Michelle Fairley was the one who portrayed Hermione's mom for the briefest of moments in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. An important part, but very easy to miss. We didn't miss her when she was in Suits playing Ava Hessington or on the show Misfits, though.
Don't call me Nymphadora.
How did we never notice all these Game of Thrones stars in Harry Potter movies before? For Natalia Tena, we can chalk it up to the hair and costumes she wore as Nymphadora Tonks. She appeared in The Order of Phoenix, The Half-Blood Prince, and The Deathly Hallows, and not once did we recognize her. The actress also appeared in the YouTube thriller called Origin with fellow Harry Potter alumni Tom Felton. We loved watching her as Miss Harrison in Enola Holmes, Carolyn Martins in Killing Eve, and Marnie Stonebrook in True Blood. And now we know that she was not in one, but multiple Harry Potter movies. That's right, she was the actor who played Aunt Petunia in the films.
I was the only one to see her for what she was. A freak.
Moaning Myrtle is by far one of the most memorable characters in the Harry Potter movies. She steals the show in every scene. The actor is a master of disguise since she was playing a part much younger than she actually was. Well, depending on how you look at the age of a ghost.
Let's all throw books at Myrtle because she can't feel it.
Henderson was the oldest actor to have played a Hogwarts student at the age of 35. The next time we watch Bridget Jones's Diary, we won't be able to get Moaning Myrtle out of our heads. Yep, that's the same actress. It wasn't even that small a part, but let's just say that the Beauxbatons blue made Clemence Poesy harder to recognize. Not to mention the fact that she was underwater for part of the first film she appeared in. Poesy played Fleur Delacour, the Goblet of Fire, in the final 2 Deathly Hallows films.
You
saved her even though she wasn't yours to save. My little sister.
She was brilliant in the part, but it's hard to believe she's the same actress that played Ava Coupeau on Gossip Girl. Jamie Campbell Bower is pretty special, considering the fact that he's the only actor to have reprised his role from Harry Potter in the Fantastic Beasts film. He made a very quick appearance in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 as a young Gellert Grindelwald. His somewhat regal and magical roles don't stop there, though. Bower also played Caius in Twilight and King Arthur in Camelot. Up next, we can catch him as Peter Ballard in Stranger Things. Frank Dillane is a bit famous for being a Johnny Depp doppelganger, but he can definitely disguise himself well since his portrayal of Tom Riddle in the Harry Potter films is about as far away from looking like Depp as you can get.
I read something rather odd about a bit of rare magic. It's called a Horcrux.
He was only 16 when he got the part, so now that he's more grown up, we can understand why we didn't recognize him right off the bat. The actor has an impressive list of credits besides the younger version of He Who Shall Not Be Named, including a role on the show Sense8, The Heart of the Sea, and Fear the Walking Dead. His dad, Stephen Dillane, is another recognizable actor who we've come to know as Stannis Baratheon in Game of Thrones. Warwick Davis is so flexible an actor, he actually played a whopping 3 different roles in the Harry Potter movies.
Does Mr. Harry Potter have his key?
Yes, we said 3. Would you believe us if we said that Professor Flitwick, one of the Goblin Bank tellers, and Griphook were all the same person? Davis had his work cut out for him. When he isn't busy juggling multiple roles in the wizarding worlds, he can be seen playing Wicket W. Warwick in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker and in Maleficent as Lickspittle. David Tennant showed off his incredible acting skills portraying a detective in Broadchurch alongside Olivia Colman, as Kilgrave in Jessica Jones, and most notably, the Doctor in Doctor Who. With so many leading roles, we were surprised to know that he appeared in the Harry Potter world without us even realizing.
Hello, Father.
Tennant played Barty Crouch Jr., and was actually only on set for about 10 days over the course of 1 year of shooting.
It was a Ravenclaw, I had the tie, I had the scarf, had the robe.
The professional dancer siblings, Julliane and Derek Hough, are no strangers to the performance world, but we were definitely surprised to learn that they were both in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone as extras. Julliane took to the screen as a Gryffindor student and Derek as a Ravenclaw with an owl. Julianne Hough actually tried to take the Gryffindor scarf she wore on set with her, but wound up not being able to keep it. She did have a pretty big crush on Daniel Radcliffe, so maybe that answers some questions as to why the siblings took to the screen. It's going to be pretty hard for us to watch any of the Harry Potter films without trying to find the familiar faces of these stars now. We're still reeling over the fact that our favorite Duke, Regé Jean-Page, was in the background all this time.